Okay, I want to do a real quick video here showing you how you can create um, a joint, a Japanese wood joint without creating an assembly. So these joints, you want everything to always fit and fill in all the gaps. But technically, when you're 3D printing something, you want a little bit of space between them. So we're going to make very thin cuts. Otherwise, the parts are not going to fit together. They're going to interfere. So what I'm going to do is take this block, I'm going to create a sketch on the top, and I'm just going to create just a very simple geometry. Normally you dimension this, but I'm in a hurry, so I'm just going to do it like this. Then I'm going to create a thin cut that goes not all the way through the material. So you can exit the sketch or not exit the sketch and just go right to features, extruded cut, and I'm going to make a thin feature. So I'm going to click thin, and I'm going to make it so it doesn't go all the way through. Okay, so now you see I have a thin cut. Also, probably should let me edit this and show you the direction here. So we have the direction of the cut, but then we also have the direction that it's going to thicken, right? So it's thickening to one side of this wall. You can also have it thicken evenly on either side. It doesn't necessarily matter for the first cut, but it's going to matter for the second one, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to check OK. And then my second cut, I'm going to cut sideways, and I'm going to cut from this face all the way up to this original cut. So I'm going to sketch on this face, and then I can't see where that cut is, and I want a line to it, so I'm going to make my model invisible lines shown. See, now I can see inside. So I'm going to orient that, click this Z, okay. And what I want to do is convert entities, and I'm just going to pick one of these. Click OK, and then I can drag this over so it's fully constrained with the other side. And then I want to cut to this next surface, which is not the same plane, right? So I can't just extrude a blind cut. I want it to end at this shape. So I'm going to make another thin feature, an extruded cut. And since I'm aligned to the bottom, let's see, make it thin. Let's see, right? I'm going to tell it to not blind, but I'm going to say up to next. And it's going to go all the way to the next surface that it sees. But if I thicken this to the bottom, it's not going to see this. It's going to pass right by it. So I'm going to change the direction. Now that new cut, right, it's going to just ever so slightly rotate this. It's going to go up to the next surface, which is over here. So if I did this right, and I only want to go one direction. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now I've separated this part into two bodies. So I made a cut all the way through. I want to keep all the bodies. And now you see it's like having two pieces, but I did it in one part without having to assemble anything. And now when I change my sketches, both parts are going to change automatically. I don't have to go back and forth between two parts. So this is probably the easiest way of making these parts. We'll see. But I hope this is helpful.